possible, right? So you put the transfer tape on and you squeegee this really firmly, okay? And then you can take your scissors and you can cut this. Okay, so now we have that, right? We'll grab a piece of metal. Okay, now with this, right, you're going to do it on 2x2. But that would fit just about perfectly. Dad, you want to cut this for me real quick? Stop, share that. Can you do that? Okay, so while Dad's cutting that, a bit of our scrap, and now we'll take our image, and the idea is that this backer moves. Sometimes it'll, this will want to stick to the backing, so you kind of have to do this to get all your detail. Okay, and that backer comes off. Now, this is super sticky. Thank you, Dad. Appreciate that. So now, and again, this doesn't have to get pressed. I mean, it could, if you want to, we could even polish this if you wanted a high contrast between the edge and the surface it's left. You could polish it. I can show you how to do that. You might want to do that on your aluminum, honestly. But so now I just stick this down on the surface of my metal, making sure I don't get any air bubbles in this. And I just squeegee that onto the metal. Okay, and now I take this backer. This is what my daughter liked last night. I take that backer, instead of pulling straight up on that backer, you kind of just, on the transfer tape, you just peel it low. So I kind of peel it low, like that. And this is even reusable. If you wanted to reuse that, you could. But now we've got a resist that's been applied to that piece of copper. Okay, and I'll have to resist my edge, or I can take some scrap vinyl, overlay that, right, or some packing tape. But this is ready for etching. Okay, we'll have to do our bottom as well. Okay.
I like it as is, honestly.
You like it as is? With this showing, right? But it's going to be even cooler once it's etched and the patina's put down in there, right? And then that's going to be this black outline in patina, liver sulfur. After that, yeah.
So do you leave the sticker on before you patina, or why?
No. Well,
okay.
That's actually a good question. You could, if you didn't want to have to rub back the spaces or sand them back, you could do that. I don't know that I've ever had anybody do that. That's something we should try. It should work fine. I'm sure it'll work. Because as long as this is stuck good.
It won't mess with like the livelihood of the metal or anything. Like it's like you put the wax on afterwards.
Right. It'll still, the wax will seal it for a while. You'll still get a little bit of aging, a little bit of tarnish.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good idea. I like that. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, good. See, this is why we do these demos. I want your brain to start going, ooh, what if I did this? What if I did that, right? Okay? And you start mixing some of this stuff eventually. Okay? All right, so I'm not going to overwhelm you with now how do we hook all this stuff up, because we're gonna etch this with electricity. We're gonna etch your aluminum with a chemical you can make at home. So we're gonna teach the chemical side of this next class. Okay? You don't want to miss that, because that's when we actually get to lock the image in. Okay? So come over here around the bench. So just stand up and come over here.